Hilton awakes, feeling good. The fungal infection that was slowly starting to change his body has been burnt out by the medication that saved his life. And while the great fungal towers that gave him that infection still burn, there is something else that burns within Hilton, that desire to fly once again. And so, as the sun crests over the horizon and a little bit of light peeks through the curtains, Hilton checks his rifle and readies to head out into a new day. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and to our short survival series, where we are going to make sure that our rifle is reloaded before we head on out of here. We've had a good sleep, we are feeling a little bit hungry, so we'll make sure that we eat before we leave here. We do have several military corpses here, and Benito Aaron, a meteorologist, which means the radio station that we climbed here actually has someone in it. Well, Benito, I'm sure, is doing just fine. Hilton is not going to be lingering in this space for long. I think he may still go check out this area here, perhaps recognizing some of the signs that his fellow soldiers had been close by. We'll see if we can find any extra equipment there or survivors. Otherwise, we are going to be just getting on out of here. Speaking of getting on out of here, we do have a tough zombie that is waiting for us outside who has seen us, and so have others. Okay, so let's get a little bit of a move on here. We don't want to start running just yet. We're going to try and see if we can start now. Get a little bit more distance, get over towards the woods where there are actually quite a few zombies waiting for us. There is a runner who is going to be a little bit more difficult for us to get away from. The long grass will slow us and them down just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to spin around. Unfortunately, we don't have our earplugs in at the moment, but we're going to take a shot at this one here. Obviously, that's going to draw others over towards us, and we're going to follow that up again with another shot pretty much immediately. We're just going to start heading further into the woods here. Yeah, that long grass is really slowing us down, so I'm going to try and see if I can avoid it as much as possible, because it's also going to slow the dead down. So, the military bodies are over here. Our vehicle is down here. We're wanting to find a military helipad. A helipad of any kind, really. And the only way that we're going to find that is by exploring. So we are going to have to travel a pretty decent ways to try and seek out some of that stuff. Now, there is a strong possibility that we'd find something like that at the ends of these roads here. I think heading up towards Amity and Lowell are going to be our best bet. However, in saying that, I think we're probably going to have to try and see if we can take our vehicle back along this route here, just because driving through the city, it might be possible, it's just going to be difficult. We haven't cleared all of it yet by any means. There's still a lot of dead here, and we've got a lot of them following us as well. That zombie dog is going to be a little bit of a problem for us because it will be able to catch us, so we're going to wait until that gets nice and close, and we're going to take a shot, because one of these bullets should be more than enough to kill it. Ah, damn, it managed to leap that last distance there, latching onto Hilton's leg. That's really, really unfortunate for us. We take a shot, we take it out. Okay, no real scratches there, but it does damage his pants further, which means that they are likely to just kind of fall apart soon. So we're being followed by a few, not that many. We can kind of try and thin the herd, so to speak. We've got heavy arterial bleeding on that tough zombie, so they are going to die eventually. It's just a question of when. We'll keep on moving. We don't want them to get into grabbing distance. Ah, there we go. And that is a death. We're not going to worry about bashing the bodies right now, because that would just allow the others to catch up to us. So let's just continue moving. We're going to start breaking their line of sight more often now as we are getting into thicker and thicker trees. Okay, I think we can say that we are probably safe right now. We have gone past the point where those bodies were. I think we're just going to continue on towards our vehicle at this stage. Okay, we do have a zombie child over towards the east. I don't think that they are aware of us yet though, so that's good. They may become aware in time. So we're going to go and reload this rifle. First of all, just top it off with some ammunition. I think we can actually just climb into the back now. So that makes it easier for us to access all of our various different foods here. We're going to go and eat some of this bacon because it's going to give us a little bit of joy. It's also going to help us with our hunger. Right now, we're considered overweight, so we don't need to eat that much. Right, sitting in the driver's seat here with our rifle still in hand, we are going to take off into the morning. And yeah, while it would be, as the crow flies, it's not as far to travel this way. I think the western route is safer. We could have a look. I mean, look, our vehicle's already pretty screwed up, which does mean that we can't really ram with it at all. So we need to take that into account. Hey, we got better at driving. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, it's a considerable amount of dead, right? I'm just trying to see if we remember much of the rest of the town. You know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to go for the more direct route, hoping that the vehicle is actually just going to be able to stay intact long enough to get us actually through the town here. Now, what we really need to watch out for are other vehicles. Obviously, if we can avoid hitting some of the dead, we will do that. But yeah, we'll do what we can here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to slow down just slightly to be able to make some adjustments here. Now, there is the chance that some of these vehicles are good to go, but we aren't. We do not want to be slowing down right now. In actual fact, we're going to step on the gas just so that we have a little bit more velocity as we fly towards the dead here. We'll be slowing down as we approach this bus because we don't want to clip anything at the speed we're going. Yeah, see, like, there is a strong chance that that vehicle there is all good, but transferring everything from this one to the other is just going to take too long. But look at that, we're through. We're through the worst of it at this stage. We've got an unusual stone barn over here. Interesting. We could get a little close to that and see what's going on, you know, just a peek. Obviously, we want to be wary of getting completely destroyed by something dangerous. Yeah, let's go see what's going on, huh? We've got a few young trees. There's an exotic quadruped just, you know, making its way around this stone barn. It is a outpost of the exotic. It's currently ignoring us. We can see a pictographic signpost there. That is going to, you know, inform us of where the exotic are in the area. We're not really interested in that. And I mean, Hilton's going to see effectively a robotic dog, but a very, very large version of one, and is probably going to decide that it's going to be better for him to give that a wider berth. There is no way to tell at this distance if that thing is going to be hostile or not towards us. So we've got Amity here. We are looking for structures that can take us up high. We're not seeing any of that in this town, so we're just going to keep on driving on by. The very, very small towns are really unlikely to have anything that we can get super high on top of. I think even just climbing a tree can give us a decent sight of the area that we're in. I think we should be able to just go around the town here though. So let's just look at slipping through this gap here. There's a police car. We might want to have a look at that. There is a deranged axeman in the area though, so we'd need to be wary of that. And there is also a huge toad down by the lake there. Let's just stop driving for a moment. I want to try and maybe head on over towards this, see what we are looking at here. Damn. One of the wheels is absolutely trashed. The engine, it's a V8, so it's going to be pretty fast, but it is a little bit damaged as well. So unfortunately, I don't think that's going to do much for us at this stage. So, alright, that's probably going to be a trailhead if I had to take a guess, but you know, we'll have a look, and sometimes if we get lucky, we can find vehicles at the end of trailheads. So we'll see. There's another vehicle there, but we do have a few dead, and would you look at that, we have a vehicle. It is a graveyard, I think. It's a cemetery. Yeah, we've got a campground up here as well. So it's these spidery roads over here that kind of have me intrigued. Unfortunately, I can already see gas underneath of this vehicle. So there is a strong chance, okay, the wheels are trashed. Yeah, and it's draining gasoline. So that ain't gonna fly. Okay, let's turn this thing around. So we do have quite a few dead behind us. I think we're just gonna have to go straight through the town. We will try to avoid them as much as we can though, because we really don't want any super heavy impacts. For the most part, it looks like we're going to be able to do this. We'll try and head down this way a little bit here. Now this is tricky. I think we should be able to make that gap, but we're going to have to slow down to do it. And that does lead us to some potentially dangerous moments, but we're okay. We step on the gas. Yeah, that extra little bit of driving skill has definitely helped there, because that would be quite difficult to do otherwise. Okay, we are effectively through the town at this stage. We'll just slam into this last zombie here, run them down with what remains of our vehicle, which ain't much. Look, eventually the engine's just gonna straight up fall out of this thing, and yeah, that's gonna suck. Let's see though, because the campgrounds, we've gotten pretty lucky with vehicles in the past. Okay, we can see a smaller vehicle there. There is what looks to be like a box van or an RV. So we'll go and stop driving, and we're gonna go clamber on over towards that. See how it is looking here. One of the doors is open. Okay, the security system is damaged. The engine is faulty, and the car battery is draining, but there is a large storage battery which is looking great. So this is a proper RV. We know that we're pretty good at trashing RVs. If we could keep this one in a little bit of a better condition, that would be awesome. Is that going to happen though? Maybe. So let's see if we would want to try and do, well, first of all, let's turn off the fridge, because that's actually turned on at the moment. We'll examine the vehicle. I want to try and see if we can just take out the car battery at the moment. Yeah, let's have a look. We should be able to remove that. It's only going to take us 25 seconds to do that. Good, because I mean, it's draining. Let's have a look at the engine and see. Faulty starter motor. Okay, so we need a small electric motor, about 10 minutes. We've got enough mechanics, because here's the thing, Hilton he's a freaking helicopter. He's not a helicopter. He's an aircraft mechanic. There's a specific word that's escaping me. He's an aeronautical engineer. That's what I was trying to remember. A small electric motor shouldn't be too difficult for us to come by, but fine bolt turning, a little bit more so. Let's see, because this did have gasoline. If we can get it to start, faulty, yeah, no, okay, damn. So it's not like we can just take that from another vehicle. We can, but we need to have fine bolt turning to be able to do it. And I don't think we've got anything that can do that. Let's just have a look here. We're specifically looking for tools. I mean, we've got a lug wrench. That's not going to be fine, though. It's wheel fastening. Okay, well, I mean, there's a small possibility that we might be able to find something here, so we'll still have a look around. I mean, this is a bathroom, so it's very unlikely. Let's just go check out the tents and see what we've got. It's not uncommon to find bows here, but we have a very good bow. Another faulty engine, but there is some gasoline in this one here. This does seem to be in better condition, this little hatchback. The controls are trashed. Okay, you know, it looks like we're just going to be sticking with what we've got for now. It would be cool if we could get the RV here, because, like, look, we can just climb into our vehicle without even having to open the doors now. Yeah, this is an open plan vehicle. So from here, we are just going to want to head up. That's going to be our next point of interest, really. If I can find some trees along the way, we can't climb trees in this version of Stable, so we're not going to do that. But even if we find a roof that we can climb on top of, then we will. We've got a little barn, but that ain't going to do much for us either. Okay, it looks like this river, this is a lake actually, so that river there probably flows into this, pooling into this great big lake. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm seeing mil-spec searchlights. We're seeing H's. No way! Are you kidding me? Military helipad. Hot damn. Okay, so we still need to be incredibly cautious here, because we could have high-powered weaponry around that could just tear Hilton apart in a matter of seconds. But this is what we are after. This is what we are looking for. We're meant to be here, though. So I'm not immediately seeing guns. Okay. It doesn't mean that they aren't here though. So, okay, we've got a vehicle. Okay, so what we could try and do is just try and survey this from the longest point that we possibly can. So we're just going to go along in the vehicle so that we can drive away as fast as possible if we need to. I'm going to turn on safe mode because I feel like if we see a turret, it is going to alert us. I'm not seeing turrets right now. I can see a helipad, but I don't see any helis. Oh, come on. There's got to be something here. Okay, I mean, the searchlights are alerted to our presence. Hello? The searchlights are heading out towards us. I mean, once they lock on, what are they going to do about it? Okay. We're meant to be here. We are meant to be here. I mean, we are a combat engineer. We don't maybe look like we're meant to be here as much anymore. This is fine. This is fine. Let's just stop the vehicle. Stop driving. Yep, we can see the searchlights. Okay. We don't have a military ID card on us right now, do we? Oh, no, we do. We got 7 of them. Okay. So like I said, we're meant to be here. We are meant to be here. Okay. Safe mode. Make sure that's turned on. Oh, now it's activating. Okay, all right. So we can't have safe mode on while we're around those searchlights. Let's peek around the corner. Are you kidding me? No, there's no helis here. There's no helis, but there's a hell of a lot of zombie soldiers. Oh, come on, really? This is what we've been searching for. Okay, unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. We want to get on top of this here. I still think that we can clear this out. We'll do so slowly. Let's put those earplugs in. Now, the tricky thing is that zombie soldiers, they are a little bit more protected against bullets. We'll see how we fare here. We're going to let that one get a little bit closer to us. 30 damage. That's still pretty good. All right, heavy bleeding to the torso. We'll go for another carefully aimed shot. Pretty good. Now, obviously, all of them are going to start making their way on over towards us. That is one out of very, very many. So we do have grenades. We can make use of those grenades, and I think it's probably worth us doing that. I don't see an easy way for us to get elevation in this area. They do need to come through barbed wire to reach us. We're going to take a precise shot on that downed soldier. 38 damage, that is good. Okay, we'll take another precise shot if we can. Okay, that's 23 soldiers. It's 23 soldiers. I'm just trying to think if there is a better place for us to be fighting them right now. We need to get to the car. We need to get to the car now. We need to get more distance than what we have right now. We can also use the car to just damage them a whole lot. We can also just kind of do this. We can just pull the handbrake. We can let go of the controls so that we can start to steady up, get ready to shoot. We could also just kind of let the car roll backwards at a low speed. That's not a terrible idea. So if we just did like 6 and then have it start doing that, we can't turn on, or we actually have cruise control on at the moment. So we'll let go of the controls. So theoretically it should hold. Okay, a carefully aimed shot. We'll try a precise shot. I think the problem is that we're actually outrunning them at the moment. We'll go for another precise shot. Yeah, we're just slowly rolling backwards. Okay, yes, we are investing resources here, but we are going to get more than enough of these resources back because they're going to have a lot of ammunition on them. Okay, so that one just straight up died. That's good. Take another precise shot here. They are starting to get a little bit closer to us at this stage, so I do need to be wary of that. We'll just go for a carefully aimed shot. We'll go for another one of those. Okay, all right, we're going to take the controls again because we've actually stopped moving at this stage. We're just going to roll back. We want to get a little bit further away. This is great. Okay, control, let go of controls. Take a precise shot at you. 36 damage, very nice. Another one of those, thank you. Heavy arterial bleeding to the torso, so let's try and turn our attention to another. I think as soon as we start getting that heavy arterial, we try to shoot others because they theoretically should die from the heavy arterial bleeding. Got a grazing hit, managed to take out that one on the front. Okay, this one is on top of us now, so we want to get those controls going again and just back up like so. So I think if we don't go too far, maybe if we just go 12, it'll take a little bit longer for that speed to die off because the cruise control doesn't seem to be 100% working. Maybe it doesn't work with reversing. Heavy arterial on this one, but I do think we're going to need to put a little bit more damage into it. We are doing this, Hilton. Just slowly but surely. And you know what? This is one of the advantages of having a vehicle that doesn't actually have a front on it. Can we reset our view, please? This is very, very disorientating. There we go. That kind of helps. We went way too far away. Let's let go of those controls again. Do a precise shot at you. That should be heavy arterial. It is. Wonderful. All right, I'm going to start trying to weaken this one here. So we're going to have to do a lot of smashing along the way. Heavy arterial. We've got a fresh one in the back there. Okay, we're just going to try and see if we can do a regular aim shot at this one. We'll do a careful aim shot here. Try and go for another one of those as it gets closer. And I think it's going to die before it reaches us. We will see. We'll steady up our aim regardless. Now we'll just shoot. I think that's safer. Okay, so let's go stop driving. Close this. And we'll take out our earplugs. Let's go and reload our rifle. We had 6 rounds left in that magazine. We still had other magazines just kind of good to go. So of course we are going to be making sure that his fellow soldiers aren't going to be coming back to life. And I guess we could have a look at seeing if we need to replace any plates at all. It doesn't look like we need to. Everything else is pretty good there. If we can find some fresh army pants inside, that would be great. Our assault pack is also pretty trashed, unfortunately. We do have a combat knife at the moment, so we're good in that regard. Hydration packs, rolling tobacco, no ammunition on these ones here. That is okay. We've just spotted a zombie soldier, 2 of them. Okay, so we need to be a little bit wary of that. We do have some MREs. We're going to go and take those. We're also going to open up the IFAK pouch and look at taking out some of these supplies as well. Morphine seems to be a lot more common, at least at this stage. Okay, we'll ignore them. They are more than likely going to start getting a little bit closer to us. Okay, we can see 3 of them. Some items were not picked up. We are currently considered to be overburdened at this stage. Okay, so let's just go drop off some things from our inventory before we continue this fight here. So we'll go inventory, we'll sort by weight, and then we'll put some things by the American flag here. So the wood axe we probably don't need to have in our inventory right this second. We'll drop the Molotovs off as well. The mess kit. MREs, they can go there as well. Molotovs, you can stay. And honestly, at that stage, I mean, we're still carrying 37 kgs, but most of that is going to be just the equipment that we have with us. Obviously, 10k, most of the weight is the ballistic plates that we have. Honestly, we could maybe take them out for now. Just go a little bit lighter. I mean, it really doesn't. It makes a little bit of a difference, but doesn't make a crazy big difference. We're just unlikely to actually get hit by any of them right now. We will drink some of their water though, because that's still clean. Get nice and hydrated there. Okay, and oh, damn, we've got some grenades here. Okay, 3 grenades, we'll go and pick those up. And we're just gonna start to roll our vehicle a little bit closer. We're seeing 6 zombies, okay. We will stop driving. And we're not gonna really concern ourselves with them unless they get close towards us. Another grenade here, no ammunition yet, but I'm confident there will be something. I mean, the chocolate bars we're gonna take every time, all right? Pushing on forwards. Okay, so we've got quite a few of them there. Now, we could potentially try and use one of those grenades that we just picked up. The question is going to be whether or not we can hit it far enough and not damage Hilton in the process. Because we just took out the plates, so I'm a little bit concerned about doing that. His strength is pretty good though. Let's just drop our assault rifle for now. We're going to go and wield one of the grenades. We're going to activate the grenade and we are going to throw said active grenade all the way over towards them. That's a really good throw. We're going to try and see if we can get these earplugs in time, just to try and save our hearing here. We're going to try and wear the assault rifle. That was very fast for us to put that on. That's great. We're going to run. Awesome. Oh my gosh, what a grenade throw. Hilton. Hot damn, that did some excellent work for us. Okay, I'm happy about that. This one, completely fine. completely fresh. We shot, and I don't think we did anything there because I think we accidentally hit the vehicle, which is really, really unfortunate. Okay, so we'll steady up. I don't think that shot actually went off, so we're going to try and get a little bit more distance here, try and do a carefully aimed shot. Heavy bleeding to the torso. Okay, we should be able to take a second longer here. There we go. That's that done. All right, we're going to keep the earplugs in for now as we continue checking these bodies here. No ammunition yet, huh? Okay. Let's just top this off before we go any further. Oh, fails to start. This is fine. There we go. Okay, so sometimes it's going to take a few attempts. We've got a few more soldiers that are over there. Now, of course, there is the possibility that we find more goods and, of course, more soldiers actually inside the place as well. Yeah, there's so many of them here, Hilton. Okay, can we take a precise shot at this kind of distance? 19 damage, not crazy good. It's mostly going to be like grazing hits that we're getting at that kind of distance, just because he's a decent shot, but he's not a crazy good shot. Take another precise hit there, another precise. Okay, so you're going to bleed out soon, but I don't trust like that. Go shoot again, and one more should do it. We hit the one behind. There we go. That's good. We'll go for a carefully aimed shot. Another one of those. Heavy arterial bleeding. You're probably going to bleed out by the time you reach us, but we've got enough bullets to make it work for us right now. I say that we are going through them, though. We are going through these bullets. Okay, let's bash that. We've spotted a zombie soldier. They aren't close to us at this stage, so I'm not super concerned. We've got a load of MREs. Got another grenade. Cool, we'll replace the other one. We'll take that chocolate bar. So many plates. And our heart is beating, so that means that there's probably a few that we have around us at the moment. 14! Hot damn. Okay. So what we want to try and do, like before, is maybe try and do a little bit of shepherding. Let's run to the vehicle, get to that as quickly as we can. We want to shepherd, and then we want to hit them with a grenade. That's going to be the most efficient way for us to do this. So let's go and wear that assault rifle. Let's go and wield a grenade. I'm not going to throw a grenade while we are driving the vehicle. I will make sure that we get out. What we're going to try and do is just get them into a little bit of a ball, if we can. So we're just going to stop the vehicle occasionally. Then we'll just start driving again, and then just kind of bring them back around on top of themselves, just to try and get them to group up a little bit more like that. That's a really good grouping. So I think we can work with that. So what we're going to do is we'll leave the vehicle on at the moment. We'll let go of controls. We'll open that door. We're going to activate this grenade. We are going to throw said grenade, and we're going to try and get it to land around about there if possible. Great hit, Hilton. Great hit. We back up, we get into the vehicle, we start driving once again, and bam! Excellent work, my dude. Excellent work. And it looks like you still actually got a few of the others there. They're bleeding. Seems like significant bleeding. One of them just bled out. Great. Let's get that rifle in our hands. That is our Molly assault pack. That's not what we want. Let's get that back on. Let's wield the assault rifle. Okay, so let's have a look at the conditions here. Heavy bleeding torso. It is going to bleed out eventually. We'll try and start things off with a precise shot towards this one here. Downed. Okay, carefully aimed shot puts it down. Okay, pretty good. Heavy arterial bleeding to the torso, but they're not going to bleed out just yet. Now they will. There we go, Hilton. That is how we do it. Yeah, okay. So now at this stage, I'm hoping to find more grenades. That's the same grenade that we found. Yes, it is. Okay. All right, let's head down towards the other bodies. This poor car, this pickup, it's an absolute shambles, but it's still here. And apparently we've still got another zombie soldier around here. Stop driving. Oh, hello. All right, let's take a precise aim shot at you, a careful aim shot, another one of those, thank you, and another one of those. Heavy arterial bleeding, you should bleed out by the time you reach us. You didn't. Okay, but there we go. You did that time. All right, let's top off the magazine and then go through. Ah, fantastic. We finally have some more ammunition. Good. So that's got back most of what we've already used here. Another IFAK pouch, which is going to have a load of bandages. We've got so many at this stage. I think we're probably good on bandages now. We've got another military ID card. That's good. We do have a compact service handgun. We're just going to take the ammunition out of that. 2 more grenades here, and okay, looks like there's an assault rifle as well. So we'll take that ammunition, and then we'll take the rest of the ammunition out of that pistol. Oh, another military ID as well. Thank you very much. 3 grenades on this body. What a treat. And more ammunition. Wonderful. 7 rounds over here, and it looks like we've got 2 grenades. And okay, I think that's it. We've got 2 more bodies by the entrance here, so we're going to start to make our way on over towards them. 3 bodies, sorry, I was mistaken. Okay, let's stop driving and quickly sort them out. 8 more rounds of ammunition, and that's that. Okay, so we're going to start moving into the base proper now. So we're going to take out these earplugs just so that we can hear as we start to move in, because it's going to be important to hear chirps or anything else like that. Okay, we've got a damaged forklift. We need a pry tool. So, is the, I don't think the the wood axe, I don't think that's going to work as a pry tool for us. No, and I don't think we have anything else that's really going to do that job for us at this stage. The crash axe will. The crash axe has a little bit of pry, 2 prying. Okay, we'll keep that with us then. And just for sake of having some light in here, we'll go and open that up. We've got motor oil, okay. Got a wheel, some high carbon steel, and steel drums of gasoline, a lot of gasoline, and a lot of jet fuel as well. Canned beans, chocolate bars, lots of MREs. Let's go open up this section here. We'll turn on our light. No helicopters. No helicopters stashed away in here. This is the first time that I have shown up to a base like this, and I've not found a helicopter. I'm kind of astounded. I was so sure. I was like, okay, this is it. This is what we've been looking for. Damn, our ears ring. Let's go put those plugs in real quick. We've managed to actually get our rifling skill a little bit higher, which that's really good. We've got heavy arterial bleeding there. That's also good. Okay, heavy arterial. We're just going to go for 1 more shot on each of them here. Regular aimed shot should do it. There we go. We want to be a little bit cautious with this one here, because we don't want any stray bullets to strike fuel pumps and things like that. So a few quick shots does the trick. Okay, we've got another one here. It's going to slowly start making its way down towards us. As soon as we get up towards precise, I'm comfortable with taking that strike, and then once it's a little bit closer, we're just going to go for carefully aimed shots. We're going to reload before we do anything else. We'll probably go and ignore that soldier for a moment. Carefully aimed shots, one after the other, does what we need it to. Yet again, topping that off. Let's turn off our light just for a moment here, and we'll deal with these bodies before we head inside. Got a service handgun that we're going to take some ammunition out of, another military ID card as well, and 2 rounds of 5.56. So we're just opening up the magazines and taking the ammunition directly out of it. So many military ID cards now. Okay, so let's take the earplugs out again. I just want to be able to hear as we are making our way around here. Okay, we can't get into there. So there are going to be a few rooms here that we are unable to access. And they're probably going to have decent stuff in them. Now I am hearing some activity, so that leads me to believe that someone's in the bathroom here. They are. We're just going to go and back up. We'll wait for them to kind of come around the corner towards us. We're waiting for quite a while here. There is an upstairs here, so I will try and go for that. We're just going to try and take some really quick shots here, and it worked out for us. Okay, and through here, bathrooms. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to access those other rooms, which is a little bit unfortunate, alas. We're going to keep our earplugs in, and we're just going to sweep the area here. Okay, anything secret on the roof that we can see? Some sherry, bottle of vodka, Pinot Noir. People have been drinking on the roof, maybe knowing that the end was here. We've got a few rooms as well. What do we have here? Just a regular backpack. Okay. Combat shirt and a rolled sleeping bag. We're looking for more pants if we can find them. Field repairs manual. We probably know everything about that, but we'll take it all the same. There's a jumpsuit in here. So we know that this stuff is out here. We've got a military rucksack, okay, which is going to be a bit bigger than the pack that we're currently using. So I think we're going to go and just take that now. We will put that on, and I think we're just going to go and swap everything from our current Mole assault pack, and that will go into various other things, but mostly that military rucksack. So we'll now go and leave that behind. We just got an undershirt in here, some underwear. Okay, well, we've pretty much cleared this place out. And unfortunately, yeah, no helicopters. We did get a little bit of elevation, so that has given us a sight of the area. We know that there is a mine entrance over here. The fact that we have found a military helipad is good, but also bad, because I think there's probably less chance that we're going to encounter one now. But as Hilton wanders out into this great big H, or an I, whatever orientation you're thinking of there, however you look at it, he is closer to that goal. And in the next, he will continue to search for the skies, and maybe give some of his fellow soldiers a little peace if he can. And so, Legionnaires, I ask you all, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.